都在EHOME这边所度过的，它对我的意义就是我所有的青春。
感觉从EHOME开始才是正式的职业生涯吧，然后一直待到我在EHOME待了有3年还是4年，不太记得了，反正就是到解散的时候才走的，就是一直待在EHOME，没有去过别的地方，就是我开始的地方吧，也算是我职业生涯结束的地方。
先从1号开始讲吧，关键是属于那种比较闷声不响的人吧，但是他不说话，不代表他没有情绪，他情绪一般都写在脸上嘛，所以我们叫他虚黑脸者，因为他有不开心的话，脸会板得很臭这种之类的。2号毛麦的话，他比较懒吧，他属于我感觉是他懒超过我了，而且比较贪吃那种。他其实很有天赋，但是就是有点懒吧。我的话，我个人也是比较属于偏懒的，而且喜欢动一些鬼主意小脑筋吧，不喜欢走正道，喜欢走歪道这种反过来思维吧。4号位357的话，属于那种大哥这种级别的，比较能够缓解下团队里的气氛，然后而且喜欢跟我们讲道理，这是我比较喜欢的。而且80的话，我觉得他的心态跟他的这成熟是完全不符合他的年龄跟他这个长相的。他那种老成的程度，我觉得有点接近于70后的那种感觉了，特别老成，特别稳重，所以他那时候是队长吧，我觉得当时无可实至名归的。
最重要的2个比赛，一个就是 ESWC， 中国只有1个出线名额，我们是赢了当时的09那个队，然后去的法国，然后拿到世界冠军。然后还有一个比赛就是 SMM， 这2个比赛是年度就是每一年最看重的2个比赛，然后我们拿下这2个比赛就。反正一直会记得。
跟老干爹印象比较深刻的一场比赛，我觉得我第一印象想到的是10年 SMM， 就是马来西亚的一个很大的赛事。当时老干爹状态非常好，我们就是感觉他们状态比我们要好很多，就从小组赛好像他们就没怎么输过，一路碾压，最终是我们是在决赛遇见了。然后我们拿到冠军，我记得那2场比赛也是比较的纠结吧，很激烈的，我记得。
我感觉跟他们交手每一场都挺印象深刻的，就是因为我们跟他们打都是比较经典的嘛，然后就那时候就我们2个对手比较强，不是你1手高地是5手高地，反正就是 当时就是也是版本的原因吧，都是喜欢打着就自然而然就变后期了，就是像美杜莎打小灰都是比较经典的战役。
最为深刻的还是一个道具吧，用Dota 里的一个道具圣剑。其实说到圣剑的话，大家估计也和我一样，脑海里会浮现特别多的画面。这也是当时电鳗大战的一个比较代表的一个道具吧，因为每次电鳗大战的碰撞都会有这个道具，而且这个道具都会成为一个主角。
以前的话，我们打这些的时候很苦的，不像现在。现在的话就是太舒服了。那个时候我们是在网吧训练，然后网吧旁边的小区我们租了个房子，然后每天就是训练10几个小时吧，然后在凌晨走回去，然后中午起来又去网吧，就这样，日复一日，夜复一夜的这样练着。
其实刚打职业的时候，就是比较苦吧，也没想到会，可以有今天这样。当时基本上都是一些，很小的比赛，奖金也很少。如果拿到现在来说，我觉得差不多养活自己都比较困难嘛。但是当时坚持下来了，然后现在发展到这样，我觉得确实挺自豪的。
Dota 这种竞技精神要传承下去。你这个游戏本身就是你先是组成 team， 一个 team， 然后你用团结赢得胜利才是最吸引人的地方。
老干爹的阵容是小八、姚弟、DDC、弟弟。现在我们双方的比赛选手其实已经进入了两边的比赛的对战房，然后我们的灯光亮起，我们的爹妈大战马上开始。
全球巅峰爹妈共聚 DAC， 只为争夺爹妈大战的冠军啊！大家好，欢迎收看由完美世界主办、Mars TV 承办，由火猫 TV 以及虎牙直播共同转播。并由 Drex、金士顿、希捷、芋泥坊是一家另美国度以及 VP Game 对于本次比赛的大力支持。今天是我们决赛日的比赛，这个餐前小菜，我们以为是吧会有很多的这个表演，但其实错了，我们是一个专业的比赛，就要用比赛来作为餐前的小菜，而且这个餐前的小菜好像不是小菜啊。
没错，这对于我们在场的所有 DOTA 玩家来说，应该是一场盛宴。
对，
是勾起大家青葱岁月的。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final day of the Dota 2 Asian Championship coverage powered by the Score Esports. I'm Bruno. We are here, Winter, LD, Gods with me together to have the finals of this amazing tournament. What a great 12 days it has been.
It has been too much good Dota. I mean, it reminds me a lot of TI in that sense. There's the 120 group stage games, then you go right into the main event. People who have been following this tournament closely, they probably haven't slept. I don't know if they've been eating, but you'll have a chance to get back to your regular bodily needs soon. Not yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more day.
Gods, we've started with the wild card. There were the Energy Pacemaker,
Rest in
Wings,
peace.
those teams, and we've been so far here to the finals of Vici Gaming versus Evil Geniuses. What moments come to your mind when you think about DAC so far?
I think the big surprise being Na'Vi, how well they did after having almost no expectations. The Western scene had mostly abandoned Na'Vi and came back to them once they started doing well to some extent. The other big story, Rave, has just been kind of the talk of the town over at least the playoffs of DAC, doing so well, taking down Hellraisers, beating IG and coming so close to beating Big God. I think Rave has kind of been just this shining star for SEA Dota and really showing that, kind of looking to get them back on the map after a struggling past year.
Well, those are the positive stories, and I guess you look at some of the maybe less positive right now. You've got teams like Newbie, LGD, IG, who look like they're quite likely to be shuffling rosters. The next step, next chapter in the Chinese.
My friend as well.
And your friend Mushi, of course. EHOME. May the new roster find solace, but for now, a lot of the old Chinese guard, they need something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a shuffle. Maybe it's some new blood, but
we'll see what happens. Winter, when we were to the group stage, the top two teams, Secret, Big God, they looked really strong, especially Secret. They didn't drop a game. Neither of these two teams are actually on the final. There's the third and fourth place, EG and Vici Gaming. What do you think happened to Big God and Secret to fall from those great moments of the group stage to not being able to get to the final?
You know, sometimes when you go through the group stage undefeated, makes you complacent that you don't really know, because no one actually found out your loopholes in your drafts and your playstyle, and you just don't notice it. But maybe it's even better to drop 1 or 2 games to make you realize there's actually something is wrong.
Look at EG at Starladder Season 10. PPD did that interview, the vlog after the tournament, where he said if we had beaten Secret in the winter bracket finals, we probably would have lost the grand finals because we wouldn't have seen the weaknesses in our strategy. We would not have had a chance to adapt to their counters. And I mean, end of the day, this is a double limb format, so even when Secret gets knocked down, they still have a chance to bounce back. But yeah, ultimately, perhaps that is the difference. And you know, no matter how good a team looks on paper, it just comes down to execution. And frankly, out of all the teams in this tournament, Vici Gaming and EG have just been executing the best on the main event.
Absolutely, and we're going to go into the finals game, but before, we do have a show match, a throwback of 5 years ago between Chinese legends. Maybe they should actually make these teams, and maybe they could do better than Newbie.
Before Sumail even know what Dota was, I bet.
Before Sumail was 10.
He was 10 when
he was 10 years old when this happened.
Oh my God, that is pretty
We're
scary.
talking about EHOME versus LGD. Legends. And what are the players in each of these teams, Gods? And I'm asking you because you have the
For
the screen close to you.
LGD, some more familiar names, at least players who are still competing nowadays. For those of you who kind of started following with Dota 2, you've got DDC, Xiaowei, Yao, ZSMJ, and DD. This was the team who were like the only team able to challenge EHOME during 2010 during their dominance. EHOME going to be playing with QQQ, also known as 357. You've got King J, you've got 820, Burning, as well as Mama Ya playing for EHOME. So that was the team which kind of dominated the Dota 1 scene back in 2010.
This is the team that had that undefeated run at ESWC. I believe it's all 5 players, correct, from the 2010.
Yes.
First true clash between the Chinese.
They don't have their coach, though.
No, Mamaya is playing mid now.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Solo mid Lion. Are we going to see it in this game?
Yes. From what I understand, they're going to replicate the lineups of the 2010 famous matches they played each other.
Oh, the Lions on LGD's side.
Beastmaster, I think, mid. Was that what it was?
So we could actually show the lobby here if we want, just to show who the players are going to be playing.
Yeah. Yes, and we can also talk about the heroes that are going to be Oh, I guess we can't show the lobby because we're going into the game. But talking about the heroes that are going to be played, it's going to be interesting because they're going to try to reproduce the picks on a completely different metagame. But surprisingly, and I was checking this game before today, the picks actually work in the metagame today. So aside from 2 picks, which is going to be the Crystal Maiden and the Sven, all the other ones would be picks that you would totally see in a match today. The laning though, offlane Drow Ranger, I don't know about that.
Now this match took place before Smoke of Deceit existed in the game, so ganking was much less prevalent than it was, and we saw a lot of tri-lanes. We saw a lot of just, you know, spell-heavy, caster-heavy, very aggressive laning stages from these teams, and it was an era where it just came down more to team clashes. There was less ganking in general with Smoke, and it's more easy to predict when your opponents are moving on the map. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see because it's using the current version. We're not going back in time to the old patch.
No.
If
Although it would be so nice.
It would be really
Do
crazy.
they have to buy the exact same items?
I doubt. Does anyone remember what items they bought? I mean, I guess they can go back and check the replay, but
I can't buy any of the new items.
no Smoke allowed.
Okay, they're doing AP here instead of CM.
Yep.
So.
I just wanna point out, right, that if we look at the screen, we see, okay, as you said, like we see Doom, Lion, TIE Hunter, Medusa, Crystal Maiden. Like outside of Crystal Maiden, those picks make sense, but you're like, okay, how are they gonna lane this? I'm guessing it's like Medusa, Crystal Maiden mid, Doom, Lion, safe lane, TIE Hunter off lane. No, it was a mid Lion. It was a support TIE Hunter with Crystal Maiden, Medusa safe lane, Doom off lane, and for the side of the Dire, it was Drow Ranger off lane, a tri-lane with Witch Doctor, Sven, and Earthshaker, yes. The Earthshaker and Witch Doctor were also roaming, and Beastmaster mid, so unusual lanes. We're gonna see if actually they repeat that.
When this game was played, was that before? That was when Drow had the random chance to kill a creep.
No. It's not that old.
Okay.
That was 2008
sure?
when it was changed.
I think it is.
I think it is.
No, it can't be.
Marksmanship was not added till more recently, I thought.
I thought that marksmanship at that point gave agility.
I feel like that was more recent.
I might be.
And so I feel like the current Drow Ranger is much stronger.
Yes.
Is the thing. So we'll see.
The thing I know is that the aura would not, of course, have the active, and it was not only for ranged units.
It's not global as well.
Yes, it's not
like
global.
700 AOE.
Yeah, and it was for every unit. It was kind of like the Luna aura.
Or the Venge aura.
The Venge aura, yeah, exactly.
I'm smiling because they are looking to like replicate even the starting build. DD has gone level 1 Brilliance Aura. This was the old Dota 1 build. You would never do this in Dota 2.
Are they going to match the
Why
latest?
do you have clarities when he has his Brilliance Aura?
Wait, the lion.
The Roche pings come out. Actually,
the lion is not a core. The lion is a support.
Are you sure?
No, come on. Xiao
Xiao.
No, it has Xiao has to play.
Well, wasn't he? He was playing support back then.
Yeah, he was.
They're checking the level 1 Roshan.
Was this still when Bernie was playing support?
No.
That was even before this.
But it was MMY playing the Lion mid before.
Oh, first blood, DD, the Brilliance Aura CM. Oh no!
Use your mana.
Yeah. Use the clarity. Throw clarities at them.
Interestingly enough, the first blood was kind of similar. It was already on the laning stage, but it was also a hero completely caught off guard by 3 heroes of the Dire, just rotating. I think it was the TIE Hunter actually.
Imagine if they try to replicate the entire game. They would have had to like practice every.
They have it's like a choreography, you know.
You've got Director 8 in there. I believe they could make it happen.
Oh no, burning.
Careful, my friend.
Bounty runes, those are a new thing.
Oh, we see the LGD flare right there representing, with 4,000 people wearing that pennant. I feel like people don't buy pennants anymore. I think people don't know what pennants are anymore.
If they were advertised, I think that was something that people would get on board with.
Yeah. Will ZSMJ replicate his build?
How many rapiers he got that game?
Well, he was it the one where the Beastmaster killed the courier?
Oh, this is the Beastmaster. Yeah. He took the rapier
he
by accident.
Roared the courier.
Yeah.
He took
the rapier by accident as well.
That was the PL game.
Yeah, that was the PL game.
The PL game where he had to farm a second relic.
Yeah.
That was for his Radiant. That's PL.
And that.
Yes.
But the thing was, in that game, the courier would actually drop the item.
Exactly.
So you could just kill the item and
it would
delete it from the game.
It would not respawn as well. Like you kill the courier, you have to buy a new one. Sorry, my friend.
This is easy mode Dota, what we play nowadays.
Actually,
back in their day, they walked uphill both ways.
Yep. We see the dual melee here, duking it out in the middle. This is kind of fun, actually. What is TIE Hunter wearing on his weapon? Xiao 8 getting trapped. Might be in trouble. It's actually manning up.
Base damage change. Yeah. Lion much stronger in the laning stage now.
Get the hell out of my lane, QQQ. QQQ, also known as 357, also known as... he had another nickname.
X.
No, X
was
X.
I thought you were talking about MMY's
Yeah,
names.
MMY is Die and X.
357
was...
Crystal.
Yeah, no,
That was another guy.
And PCT was Perfect Cat, so it was not him.
He had 3 nicknames?
Yeah, he had 3 nicknames.
For QQQ? Okay.
QQQ 357 and another.
See, I just assumed you were talking.
Will ZMJ replicate his build?
How many rapiers he got that game?
Well, he was it the one where the Beastmaster killed the courier?
No, this is the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
He took the
I believe
rapier
he
by
roared
accident.
the courier.
Yeah.
He
and
took
then killed
the
it.
no, he
No,
took the
that
rapier
was-
by accident.
But that was-
as well.
That was the PL game.
Yeah, that was the PL.
That was the PL game where he had to farm a second relic.
Yeah.
That was for his Radiant as PL.
And that
Yes.
But the thing was, in that game, the courier would actually drop the item.
Exactly.
So you could just kill the item and
it would not
delete it from the game.
It would not respawn as well. Like
Yeah.
you kill the courier, you have to buy a new one. Sorry, my friend.
This is easy mode Dota, what we play nowadays.
Actually-
Back in their day, they walked uphill both ways.
Yep. We see the dual melee here, duking it out in the middle. Like, this is kind of fun, actually. What is that Hunter wearing on his weapon? Xiao 8 getting trapped. He might be in trouble. It's actually manning up.
Base damage change.
Yeah.
Lion much stronger in the laning stage now.
Get the hell out of my lane, QQQ. QQQ, also known as 357, also known as... he had another nickname. He had
X.
No, X
Oh, no,
was
sorry,
X,
sorry, you-
X
I thought you
die.
were talking about MMY's
Yeah,
names.
MMY is die and X. 357 was...
Crystal.
Crystal?
no,
Yeah, no, that was not him.
that was another guy.
And PCT was Perfect Cat, so it was not him.
He had 3 nicknames?
Yeah, he had 3 nicknames.
For QQQ? Okay.
QQQ 357 and another.
See, I just assumed you were talking about MMY.
No,
because I didn't
yeah.
even realize he had 3 nicknames.
Yeah, the reason why a lot of these old school Chinese players have 3-letter nicknames, do you know why?
I don't, actually.
Really? It's funny. They had to sponsor. They had to put the name of the sponsor on top. And Dota,
Oh, you can only fit so many
you can only
characters.
hit some. So it had like EH.gigabyte because it was important to put the whole name of the sponsor. Dot, and you have 3 letters left.
Uh-oh. Here comes the rotation mid, but nice fissure block by Mr. 357.
Yes.
QQQ is also the
You're
VT
reminding
gaming
me.
coach nowadays, for those of you who don't know.
What up? What up?
Reminding me of the Warcraft limitations on the names.
Yes.
Not the only limitation Warcraft had.
Oh, he had a few. He had a few.
Still some beautiful things about that game that I miss. We were talking about how much we all miss the panda for Storm Spirit
Oh yeah.
instead of the sombrero wearing
The sombrero
Storm
very
we have now.
fat Mexican. It's weird.
Although he's lost some weight, he's not so
Yeah.
fat anymore.
But do you remember the first version actually was like had like face paint, kind of like Japan colors, like white with a red circle. It was yeah. It went through some changes, that hero. And Zeus still looks like crap.
You prefer Mountain King?
Mountain King, yeah, for Cosmodan. He was the original hero that had the avatar skill in the Warcraft 3 ladder. For Cosmodan!
Everyone would start screaming at once when they all popped their BKBs.
Yes.
The Mountain King model was great because you would go Basher on Zeus and pretend you're a Mountain King. Like you hope your little
Yes.
attack animation would stun them and pretend to be a Mountain King. That was the troll build.
Yes. Oh,
Crusader's got a skill! Easy.
820. Why you feel?
So this is not the exact.
No, they have, this was their later lineup.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
supposedly, also YYF was in this match, I believe.
Yep. And Luo, yeah.
So
YYF.
I believe that there was some discussion that maybe they didn't want to play the show match for whatever reason. Not really sure. But it's a close approximation.
I mean, to be fair, I can understand up to some point not wanting to play an All-Stars match. Not saying that you should be excused, because I mean, if people pay for Compendium to play, it's like it's part of your job. But I can understand not wanting to play. I would want to play this match. I mean, this is not an All-Stars match. This is the ability to just bring back your buddies, forget all arguments that you might have.
You've seen some old friends.
Yes.
It was a simpler time.
I mean, no one can hold a grudge for 5 years. Come on, like whatever happened 5 years ago, it's over now. Just go and have fun.
Well, for now, it looks like EHOME! EHOME! Off to a really hot start here in terms of CS. Drow Ranger easily farming up that 23-11 score. Burning Sama.
Well, they
not
were
being pressured
unbeatable
much at all.
back then.
The team that actually ended their winning spree was Mushi's team
Yes,
in the Thailand tournament.
that is correct.
All right, well, we got a game here. DDC getting caught out a bit top lane on your Doom. He'll turn around with the stomp onto Burning. Now laying into him with that sword. Slowly chasing him down, but the Maledict is stacking it. But it looks like DDC will end up going down. Shall we?
820.
Could well be next as he retreats out. 820 in trouble. The Frostbite doing work. No, the heal too much.
Too much heal.
And now Burning
no.
turns. That'll be another kill.
You gank
They're
Burning.
feeding the B-God.
He ganks you.
One does not simply gank Burning's lane.
True that.
Back then or now.
I don't think Burning has enough Wraith bands. He needs
Yeah, he needs more. Man, I wish they would have brought like the old patch to play.
Man, the
this game.
Treads Tidehunter. Here we go.
This is not a game where you're getting that much value out of the Wraith bands because the precision aura is not affecting anyone except Witch Doctor.
Ravage coming out onto King J. Now the chase for Meow. Can they bring him down though? They're running low on nukes here, Shao 8. Trying to get a range for that Hex or maybe the Impale. But King J just gonna head to the south and bait a bit further. The Fissure coming out. Now DD's isolated. King J can turn with the Roar here. QQQ. No Echo Slam. Axis splashing in. Who's the Roar going on? Yao in critical HP
Oh,
territory.
look at King J
And
coming
doesn't
back.
have the mana for it. He pops the stick still low. He'll end up getting a double. These tower dives from LGD not panning out at all.
Brian is happy.
Oh,
King
you know,
J
this
fan.
reminds me
What?
of how ZSMJ's team is playing now. It's ZSMJ off in his own little world while the other four heroes fight against 5.
Well, it is now,
Yeah.
after all, right? So
It's only fitting, I suppose.
it's only fitting.
Speaking of CSMJ, that's a level 3 Maledict. And that's a dead
and that's a dead
CSMJ.
CSMJ.
Well, is it? Yep, there we go. Last tick coming out, MMY. Being chased. Scorched Earth. Gonna be enough to run him down here. Make your score 8-5.
Yeah.
But still Burning, unchecked in that top lane.
Burning does what Burning wants.
Yeah, as Weapons points out, Trinkle Boots did not exist back in these days.
Yeah, that is correct.
Not the only thing that's changed, I suppose, is Shao 8 will get clobbered.
Was there Arcane Ring at this time, or was there
This
Arcane
was
Boots
Arcane
already?
Ring, I believe.
Arcane Ring
Yeah.
time, I think. Yeah.
There was no Arcane Boots back in the day. It was a standalone item. Much less popular.
No, it was not a standard. It was energy booster recipe. I think.
Well, no, I mean, it's not a boost
How do you
upgrade.
actually make the arcane?
There was a recipe and an energy booster.
Yes, I think. I'm not sure if there was a Ring of Protection in it as well.
Oh, yeah,
I think
there
it
was
was
as well.
Ring of Protection, energy booster, and recipe. 300 gold recipe, I think. Wow, this is bringing me back.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward item because of that. It didn't really like build in anything else, and you didn't really see it too often, actually.
Yeah. The Arcane Boots is good because it's like you're
You're
buy
gonna get
boots
boots anyway, yeah. Bit more like of a natural progression.
And the Medusa had Chain Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's...
Well, you wouldn't level Chain Lightning.
Yeah, you would just take
Yeah.
stats and the
Yeah.
speed shot and
And
the
the
shield.
The shield, yeah.
What was the ultimate was Purge as well? The single target.
Single target
Oh,
purge,
yeah.
Yeah. That was also a pretty bad ultimate. You just get 1 point and then get stats.
Yeah. It didn't scale very well. It
Here
only
comes
scaled
your
the slow from the purge.
Here comes your smoke from EHOME.
EHOME.
Maybe look towards the Roshan pit as King J and MMY may get caught out mid. They're going to start with the Hex here, following up with
Wow,
the Impale.
they're just stuck in
They
this
do
fast.
have a Ravage if they want to use it, but Yao's going to get silenced. The smoke that was headed towards Roche comes back around.
He lives. Why is
They
still
burn the
alive?
Ravage, nobody dying.
Oh my.
Momo, yeah. Invincible. And now they look for Roche. There's no Ravage. This is going from bad to worse for LGD. How do they fight into the pit without their precious Ravage? The Lion wants none of it. Shao 8, he's just farming mid.
There's a Doom, but you can't Doom 5
You're not
people.
fighting into this, are you?
Oh, good luck.
Oh,
I dare ya, DDC.
So slow.
Ain't going anywhere. Beautiful Impale from Shao 8, but not beautiful enough, it seems. Oh, that Mystic Snake doing a lot of damage.
Oh, the Stone Gaze doesn't proc on anyone though.
Oh, man.
Everyone just ran away. And QQQ, patiently waiting. Right
Wow.
there in the pit.
Witch Doctor is out of mana right now. Do they have any Arcane Boots? They really could use that heal.
To be continued.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I feel like they can heal and
It's not like LGD's going
just
into the
walk
Roshan
back
pit.
in.
They've got this Medusa who isn't touching Roche.
Okay, so we have
We've got our Historian standing by.
Historian.
now.
Okay, let's show me the Draw Ranger skills. Had an AoE, it was not gas, it was the AoE silence.
Yeah.
We saw that in Dota too.
believe the ultimate was a random chance to kill a creep, if it's the version I was thinking.
It was already, I think it was already the agility ultimate. Okay, May 2010, this is about...
And it's 15:30, 45.
I am right.
I'm too old. Well, actually, I guess we all are.
Yeah.
Except for Bruno. Just the right age for this
Well,
one.
yeah. I remember it clearly.
I guess if you're the one changing it, it's easier to remember.
Wow.
Brian, the Devour from Doom doesn't give you the ability, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
The Devour didn't give you ability, that's correct.
But it gave you more gold.
More gold.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. It would also give vision of you when you devour it.
It would give vision. Yeah, that was
know
horrible.
Where the Doom is on the map.
Doom, yes, you couldn't gank as a Doom.
They want to stop this Roshan coming in hot as ESMJ. They're going to gush 820. Stonegate's being popped here, or attempted to anyway. Yeah, he gets it off.
Protect Birdie.
Now the chase. 820 very durable though. The mechanism coming out. He turns and gets off the Maledict on 2. Where is the backup? They continue their chase.
Come on,
QQ looking for that big fissure. Does he have an Echo Slam? Not level 6 it looks like. The Doom insufficient to get kills as Burning starts to lay into these heroes. Hasted Yao on the retreat out. Shao 8 gonna fall. They end up overextending. They give up 3. LGD now on the way out.
They're stunned in MMY. They're stunned in only
Warcry in 2.
Warcry, roar!
Where you going, bro? Where you going, bro?
Where you at?
That's a level 2 totem. Easy physical damage.
Bam.
Well, they stalled the rush because they ran all the way north. Tactics.
No.
Oh yeah, the 1 point in Fisher.
You'd go like 1-1-4 sometimes, but...
You might even get stats if you can't get...
Yeah.
Like, those days...
It was much harder to farm on the support.
Yeah, those days the supports were very poor.
You would get just like braces. Instead of farming a blink, you just get 2 braces.
Bracer and stats with Fisher. Yeah, it's the good old days.
It was so harder for supports. I think that's the biggest change in the last 5 years. Like a support could potentially be level 3, 4, 5, 20 minutes into the game.
Doom did gain abilities.
Doom did gain abilities.
This is patch 666.
Yes, the complete rework.
The Doom patch, how fitting, 666.
He was actually a boss.
But it was this year.
Yes.
You know what I really missed from the old patches was the little Easter eggs that Ice Frog would hang.
It was on every 9. Well, actually, if you think about it, on 6, 7, 9 there was the boss. This the Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong. Sorry.
The Monkey King.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. But the thing is, like, you could find the Easter eggs like on the actual map, like while you were playing.
Yeah. Well, no, but that was.
They had like special quests and stuff that you could unlock. I remember.
That was like the 679 was like that. The Sun Wukong was like you had to make a few quests, and then if you did everything right, he would enable that, and he would tell you to just like go from one room to another in less than 5 seconds or something like that. And you had to have an anti-mage that could do that, or a Queen of Pain. It was really cool.
That's true. I remember the Invoker patch.
The Invoker patch
particularly awesome, I felt.
We
tried to take this tower mid though, and it drops into critical HP, but it will be denied now by Burning. Again and again. EHOME coming out on top.
EHOME.
Looking really strong here.
I want to say 669 was Alert Titan. No, 659 was Alert Titan. 649 was Invoker. 669 was Phoenix. And 679 was the Monkey King, which hopefully we might see in future Dota updates.
Do we want to see the Monkey King?
I do not even know what spells that guy has.
Well, it's kind of like the Phantom Lancer rework, so it might be the Phantom Lancer rework, but I don't know, it felt a little bit different.
Winter, what is it that you said the Chinese call Phantom Lancer? You remember when we used to cast a lot of PL games?
Yeah, Hozi, monkey.
The monkey man. I would always call him the rat man.
Because
correct me if I'm wrong, there was no 4 stuff in this.
I think there was 4.
I think there was 4 stuff.
Oh,
I know what they look like.
Yeah, it looks like a tribal stick.
What kind of a historian doesn't know?
I know.
Yeah. Winter has
I've never seen him so excited.
Yeah.
Just ran over to production.
So it's Arcane Ring. We found the Arcane Ring.
Here comes the rotation onto ZSMJ. He
what?
has no TP scroll. ZSMJ, please.
They missed
Maledict coming out.
Fissure. They missed
it doesn't matter.
Easy kill.
How many skills can you miss?
Where's the backup? Where's the TP?
4 step was in the game.
4 step was in the game.
This was.
Wisp Disruptor.
Okay, there was no Wisp. Go figure.
Yeah.
This was back when if you went to like 4 protect 1, you could TP. There was no extra duration on the second and third TPs.
Yeah, that is true. Eredar, the Shadow Demon.
I gotta say, this Crystal Maiden has not been getting much done.
Well, there's
this might be a throwback, but she is not impressing as of yet.
Yeah, he's gonna need.
This is a little bit earlier though, when they were trying to break the base. I think this happened at like 30 minutes into that game.
Yeah.
He's gonna need some rapiers here. Maybe EHOME can help him out. Found him a rapier.
Gift ZSMJ.
Gives ZSMJ the rapier.
Well, I mean, it's the Xiao 8 team, so there should be a script, right? Perhaps this is all going according to plan for LGD.
Maybe.
Well, they're gonna back off now, but they could just look to take these tier 2 towers. EHOME with a really potent start, doubling up that Medusa practically on his draw ranger already.
I just want to say, I know there's a lot of people there that are like dabbling into modding in Dota 2. A fun project for someone to do would be just to try to create mods of different patches of the past.
I wish that would be integrated with the game, so that you could go back and just play any version.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be ideal.
At least moving forward, even if you don't get them. Yeah. Local lobbies is okay, but
yeah,
matchmaking or
because in Dota 1 you could select which patch you wanted to host when you hosted a game.
Yeah. Yeah, you just choose which map.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember you'd always join the lobbies and then they would you'd get booted if you
downloader.
Because Warcraft 3 is very slow to download the maps.
Yeah. It was not very efficient.
And if you're a downloader, then you must be a noob.
Then version switcher. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh. Alliance vs Navi on 679.
With the old roster. That would be like a good TI5, TI6 stretch goal.
Stretch goal, yeah.
Valve, if you're listening. For now, they're gonna relax and unwind. EHOME just continue to farm up. Perhaps waiting for a core item or two here. What are they close to? Let's see. They still have their Aegis. 2,800 gold up on the Drow. You could go straight for that Butterfly or BKB. Maybe just backs up for the Manta, although against Medusa, I'm not sure how much that really offers you. And against Lion, for that matter.
You know, LD, back then the Tide, his spin was a passive ability.
Oh yeah.
That's why you play him as a support. You never get the third spell. You never get the passive. You just get Gush and Stats and Kraken.
Oh man, this game is taking me back.
Tide offlane didn't become a thing
very recently. Yeah.
It was always support.
Yeah, in Dota 1. I don't think there was ever a time in Dota 1 where it was support.
Yeah, in Dota 2, like around the TI2 era, LGD was running it a lot for Xiao 8, but in Dota 1 it was not really a thing. I guess Dota 1 was still technically around then.
And the Ravage was a good spell.
It was a good spell in Dota 1.
It was a very good
spell.
spell.
It did
Instant,
extend out.
Yeah.
Instant 1000 AoE.
So was the same was with Impale and stuff like that. Like
you know what was interesting?
If you were sorry.
You were mentioning the animation for Anchor Smash Winter. When you get a Battle Fury in Tide, he would do that every time he
exactly.
He'd do the jumping spin.
That's
like
how you build
Juggernaut
Battle
would do
Fury.
the crit animation every time he swung his sword.
That's why they call him the monkey in the Phantom Lancer, because when he gets a quelling blade, he jumps.
He's jumping up and down, yeah, like a monkey.
Well, actually, to me, the fact that TIE Hunter had an alternate attack with Battle Fury was the obvious explanation why you had to be a Battle Fury on TIE Hunter. I mean,
couldn't you just get Quelling Blade?
Yeah, but that was before Quelling Blade was made. Okay. I was like, well, the game wants me to be a Battle Fury. That's what you do.
I think there's quelling blade in this patch already.
I think so.
There was mostly ranged carries being picked up back then. I'm not sure how popular.
I remember that this.
I mean, I don't think it was something that people would get on a ranged carry back then. Nowadays, you see players still do it. But, the evolution of the game has changed. Xiao 8 getting caught out here by that Blink Echo. Now the cat's gonna bounce through onto DD. Now this time it connects, and with the follow-up death ward, they'll bring him down again. LGD, get back in your base. This is an EHOME map, or so it appears anyway.
Yep.
Gone for the Blink.
I remember when the Quelling Blade came, in the immediate next patch, I think it was almost the next day, they had to nerf it so it didn't work on Kunkka.
Kunkka's cleave, yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
Suddenly you bought like 5...
That hero was so strong when he came out. So was Elder Titan.
Yes.
Elder Titan was probably one of the most broke heroes ever in Dota when he was initially introduced.
I remember my brother and I would always pick Earthshaker, Elder Titan, the Totem Bros.
Totem Bros.
Yeah.
You remember
the Tauren Bros.
You remember when you put your spirit and your TP back to base?
Yes.
And
then you could kill someone on the other base.
Yeah, that used to be when you would walk the opposite of where you wanted the spirit to go.
Yes.
Now it's separately controlled.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense at all.
No. It was very counterintuitive for a player who, if you weren't familiar with the hero, it was like mind melding or bending, I should say.
When I say Aghanim Scepter and Witch Doctor didn't do what it does now, I think it
was Soul Booster plus Mystic stuff.
Yes.
So this was played on 6.67.
6.67C was the patch.
Brian, can you tell me some of the changes of the patch? And I will scroll, and if you see something interesting, let me know. And
6.673 was largely.
go to 6.67.
Just bug fixes and hats were in this patch.
Yeah. I like how I think at this point it was over, but around 650 to 660, it was like buffed Sven's armor a little, like slightly reduce the damage of unstable concoction. It was like, what?
It wasn't as detailed as what the patch notes have become now.
Clinks had Deathpack reworked to gain HP.
Oh, okay. It was yeah. What was the old death pack for Clinks? It was only HP. You ate a creep, you gain
damage.
It was just damage.
Just damage.
Then
Yeah,
you start
yeah,
getting HP.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the really old strategy used to be
Dr.
the
Aegis.
rapier Aegis, because you used to be able to buy the Aegis. So every Clinkses would just buy Aegis Rapier, and they would just backdoor, because there was no backdoor protection. That was the super
and your
old
your
school
Aegis
strat.
would respawn you at your fountain
Yes.
as opposed
You
to
weren't
where
killable.
you died.
That was 5.84.
That was
that was
super
also
old.
6. That was also 6 until I think.
I think the
6
early 6s.
Yeah, until 640 or so.
Yeah, that was big shout out to a player in this tournament, Old Man Fear. He was on that team who kind of invented that strategy.
Yeah.
I don't think he was the Clinks player. I think that was another kind of old school player. I think it was even under the Complexity name they were playing, but...
I do remember the PlayDota.com Dr. Aegis Clinks guide, which was...
Here comes the push, perhaps. They're gearing up for it, but for now, LGD going for a little bit of rat on the top lane. It's a Dusa, not the fastest hero for this.
King J has a haste.
And they are looking to just de-ward LGD as much as humanly possible.
And ZSMJ with the rat.
Oh man, he is so poor.
Oh, at that point, this is the patch where you could actually sprout the ground, as opposed to you had to target a hero, which made Sprout unusable against BKB heroes.
Oh yeah.
Lunar Blessing became a flat damage increase to all heroes.
Right, yeah.
Lunar Blessing got changed, so
Yeah,
it was,
so the Lunar...
It wasn't flat damage previously, and then it became flat bonus to all heroes instead of a general ranged bonus.
Which changed a lot of how Luna was played, because, I mean, she used to be one of the better scaling, like...
She was better late, but not so
multiple
good early, yeah. This used to be when there would be R strats as well. You'd see, like, Drow and Luna on the same team at times.
Yeah.
Occasionally with the Venge command
The
aura.
Beastmaster as well.
And doing these days where you see the Mexican standoff, because the Roche would spawn at a timer where everyone would know.
Oh, exactly.
And everyone would be camping at the Roche.
And that was also at the
Even
beginning of TI2, yeah.
TI2, yeah.
You had it every 10 minutes, and the Aegis lasted 10 minutes. So you could literally have the
100%.
Aegis go into Roche, kill and get a new Aegis, just straight away.
Well, they'll go for that next stage this here. Burning tanky the Roche with these as he life steals this one up. Do EHOME look to press their advantage? Do they let ZSMJ continue to farm towards some big item? What's it going to be? Ultimate Orb, it looks like. No Rapier Rush. Not yet, anyway. They just now secured.
Cleave, Great Cleave, and Empower were turned into one skill for Magnus. Got Skewer.
Oh, this was the patch where he got Skewer?
Yeah, Magnus did not have Skewer.
Oh, but the first Skewer was OP because he had like 1200 range at level 1.
And it stayed that way for a very long time.
Yeah, no, the Skewer had 1200 range at level 1, but no one actually picked that hero.
Yeah, that hero was never played competitively, so it wasn't really something that
I think
was
that's why he got
exploited.
such a big buff in a new spell, because he was just like a non-hero.
Yeah, he used to have a separate cleave, is what Brian was saying, and
Yeah,
as well as Empower, which did not give you cleave, and that was changed so it also
Empower
gave
gave you damage, percent damage, and you had a passive that gave yourself cleave.
Here comes the push. MMY in the front lines with his ultimate online. They're not yet really committing too much to this. Just Burning lane into the tower from distance. Safe siege. They'll blink forward. Burning looking to go. He goes directly onto 3. Silence comes out. Now your fissure. They'll bring down 3. Echo slam.
Man,
Sends ZSMJ packing.
QQQ! Someone draft this guy into a team because he's playing amazing on the Earthshaker.
He's busy coaching Vici Gaming to this championship.
I know, but I mean, maybe he deserves to play a little bit.
The coaches are not to be underestimated. Coach Mikasa had some really big games this tournament.
Coach Mario to Tinker to wait.
Yeah. No. Well, Coach, I don't know.
You said Tinker. I lost you, Bruno. Yeah. Tinker winning something.
Burning. He's been doomed here. He's gonna drop once. Can they back him up the second time around? They have a death ward. And they just want to retreat him. He'll blink back to safety. It's only a ranged Rex that EHOME have claimed so far. Nothing more.
Oh,
that was broken. That was a broken.
Was this the patch when Weaver had the little things that you could scout around with?
No. That was removed when it was added to Nyx Assassin.
Okay.
Nyx Assassin had
silencing beetles.
Scarabs that were like Zerlings. They had like the burrow ability, so they could hide.
There was a Pinoy player who was amazing
at microing
Warcraft 3 with microing the old Nyx.
I think one of the most broken spells ever in Dota, because you could have 6 of these things that have a 2-second silence and
AoE
damage.
And they gave you vision as well.
No,
yes.
I think initially that this patch you can actually have more than 6. It's like 8 or 12.
MMY, he's been caught out top, a little bit cocky in his positioning. Has the BKB finger gonna come out? Can he get out in time? He's netted up. He doesn't have the TP scroll for 18. Not sure what his plan is, but this is not a good one. Now he turns to fight. It's too late.
Something interesting about the pick phase of Dota 1 at these times, it was that you had the 4 bans at the beginning, and then picks each. So it was there were no several bans and picks phase. It was you ban 4 heroes at the same time, like 1-on-1 with the opponent, and then you all pick your hero.
There was no stages to the draft.
Exactly, yeah.
I guess it makes it a lot easier to come out with like a big pocket strat if they can adjust.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, for now, still haven't taken that melee Rax. And there's a Doom Dusa on this LGD squad.
There were the taverns on the left side of the map.
Oh yeah.
When we were drafting.
Yeah, you would draft like up in the top left corner.
Yes.
There were these taverns that were part of the map where you would click on them to select your heroes. But they were like off the map practically.
And do you remember the Captain's... no, it was Captain's Draft, that you had all the heroes in a circle?
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I missed
Same
that.
for RD, I think.
Yeah, oh, I think it was RD, yeah.
Yeah, it was RD.
RD
Yeah, it was
like
random draft, yeah. That you had that, all the heroes were standing in the middle.
You know, the thing is that sometimes like you'd have to like, you wouldn't remember where a hero was, which tavern they were in. So you'd be like clicking around frantically trying to find it.
And they were like, it's Scourge Strength. No, it's neutral.
No. Yeah, they had neutral heroes, quote unquote.
Trying to find Ursa in the Strength Tavern.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the year where I first met Dandy at a LAN event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you remember about?
Did you get a signature? He wasn't so famous at the time.
No, he wasn't so famous. We played in the 3rd and 4th place in playoff.
Man, how the times have changed.
Again, Twitter says, Dota players remember, old school Dota players remember patch notes like Texans remember the Bible scripture. It's pretty clever.
Keeping the actual version straight is quite a bit trickier, but
yeah. I mean,
generally remembering like changes is something I think most people have been around the game for a while just do instinctively.
I think the only 2 versions that people clearly remember are 666 because of the Doom patch, because it was funny, and 649 because that was when the Blink Dagger.
Blink Dagger patch.
Yeah.
Prior to that, Blink could not be disabled, so every competitive game would have like 8 to 10 blinks.
Yeah. The other big one was the 584 one, which was like the stable Dota 1 map for a long time.
That's true. That was before Ice Frog, right?
The what? Sorry.
5.84.
5.84 was yeah. And 5.84B. Okay.
Oh yeah, gonna get caught out by a Maledict. He will lob forth the Ravage. Now the Doom onto MMR. He gets fingered as well. Good defensive finish by QQQ, and the Death Ward. It's a bounce in 2, 3 down, and they've used their ultis. Oh no, ZSMJ. He could be next. He can't even get out of here quickly. He'll now try to retreat, but King J gonna lay into him. Bernie makes it 4, and
turn off the shield like Arteezy.
It's about to be a team wipe. It is. Shield or not, ZSMJ will fall. This is eerily reminiscent of many of HGT's games in the group stage.
You were talking about 584. 584B, it would take about 5 to 10 minutes to load the game. It was Nerchu that came on 584C and made the map load super fast at like 2 minutes.
I remember that.
Now this is an alternate history, right? Because I believe LGD ended up winning this game.
Details.
And they'll call out. They'll tap out.
They'll tap out.
That was It was much harder to end the game back then.
Yes.
And rapiers. But times have changed.
Out
with the old,
in with the new.
Even though I guess EHOME in theory have more of the old players who aren't even active now. But
I guess.
Either way, Bruno, it's EHOME or Secret.
I enjoy this
match. As the case may be.
Secret, yeah.
Secret takes down LGD. What a great performance by Puppy and RTZ.
Why Secret? I'm not one to overhype things, so I won't overhype this. No, but really, no, it's something fun. It's something new that's coming. It's something that hasn't been shown yet, so I won't say anymore. Just make sure that you're here 20 minutes from now, and you'll see it. Or you can see it on Reddit later. Doesn't matter. See you in a bit.
Now they have